Hello, my name is Helen. I'm here very exciting to present the project of Sydney Oral History Library from the last design studio. The design studio focusing on experimenting and exploring the idea of discrete architecture, which means to construct the entire building out of the set of discrete part and predefined rules. The path I've taken to generate the unique set of discrete unit is fairly straightforward. I pick a brick as my inspirations, then disconstruct it into 3 parts. Each contains a different level of dimensional characteristic from the brick. Then give it some thickness to form the actual constructible object. For the material, I use CLT panel since it's lighter, quicker to assemble, able to be prefabricated, also more sustainable. The assembly process of each structure unit will be conducted on site. As you can see, they are notched together with some supporting metal bracket providing extra strength. And the primary role for the aggregation is basically allowing them to connect at the side. Also, depending on how you decide the scale and the setting up further rules, the aggregations are able to generate pattern facade or floor. Furthermore, some interesting combinations for the furniture set could also be generated, as you can see here. But probably the most inspiring is to utilize it for the space making. The ideology behind it is start to look and feel different than the traditional domino type of building. The methods celebrate the complexity of the space making, and each of the structure unit contribute both vertical and horizontal characteristic into the space. It is definitely much more chaos, but also interesting to explore. Well, the new approach was explained. Now we need to see how to fit it into the context. The site is the slipway area at the Cockatoo Island, overlooking the Sydney Harbour. It's pretty much being surrounded by nature, and it's a popular destination for glamping. Also, there are quite a few standing structures on the site, including 3 toilets and a couple of brick structures. Also, there's a display ship on one of the slipway. To minimize the impact on the existing context, I decided to locate the building at the other slipway and orientate part of the buildings to block the strong wind coming from south and forming a cozy outdoor space behind the structures. And we also managed to drop most of the shadow on the slipway, which has limited visit by passengers. The program of the Oral History Library could be understood as 2 main parts, which is the library itself and the exhibitions and other activity spaces. Here we have our entry hall, exhibition hall, and auditorium stick together forming as one part and the library as the other. Then we connect them and also forming some outdoor spaces. After that, we have our discrete part to form the primary structures. It looks quite traditional, but on the top of that we are adding more parts to enrich the space. The overall circulation is quite linear, with few branch paths connecting specific program spaces. From elevations, we can clearly distinguish the traditional type of structures and the more radical structures by different finishing colors. And when we enter the entry hall, it's really spacious and the visitor can easily read the overall design language for the library. Below the entry hall is a full equipped auditorium that can accommodate over 120 people. After that, on the upper level, we have an exhibition space. The rule-based aggregation really set the tone for the space as it being unpredictable. And the same vibe continues to the outdoor connecting platform. The last in the library, we can see the primary structures unit also has the function of serving as furniture and forming those small corners for the visitor to sit and enjoy listening some good audio content from the Sydney Oral History Library.